Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. Last night we talked about how one can reawaken a psychic sense that one has unintentionally blocked off. Tonight I thought we'd talk a little bit about how such blockages occur. Usually when people block off one of their psychic senses, it's because at some level or at some point in their life they have been taught that it is wrong to use them. Laura, who asked the question last night, talked about having shut off her ability to feel energy when she was a born-again Christian because she felt it was wrong. And this would be a perfectly ordinary way for such a thing to occur. It was not really unintentional, it was rather unconscious, because it was quite intentional at that moment when she felt it was wrong to shut it down, but she wasn't aware that she was doing it. Another thing that often happens is that when children experience their psychic senses and their parents tell them that it's their imagination or that it's something they should not be indulging in, they will often shut it down, and if they later wish to reawaken it, often have a lot of trouble in doing so. And the reason that it's so difficult to reawaken comes from two things. The first is that belief that it's wrong, which caused you to shut it down in the first place, is often still there. This is why techniques such as soul retrieval can be very important in reawakening those psychic senses. And the second thing is that the longer you have a blockage, the harder it is to remove. Energetic blockages are like anything else. The longer they exist, the harder they become. And people who work with energy can tell you that when a blockage first begins, the energy is still quite malleable. It's very soft, it's very movable, it's easy enough to remove those early blockages. But if the blockage persists, it begins to solidify, and the energy will feel harder, but still pliable, not unlike fish bones. And if it stays still longer, it will begin to feel more like rock. It will feel very solid, very hard to break up and pull out. And when you're working with this kind of energetic blockage, it does feel very much like these physical qualities, even though you know certainly well that it's an energetic rather than a physical thing. So I hope that this gives you some good information, and until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. And if you like my daily vlog, tune in to Pagans Tonight on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time and catch me on the radio. Each Tuesday night we talk about the witchness of the why, examining different spiritual and existential subjects, as well as questions from the chat room, topics from the vlog, and stories out of the news. It's a wonderful time. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Check it all out at paganstonight.com and join us every night and experience our many different and interesting hosts. That's paganstonight.com. Hopefully we'll see you there.